Okay, what's up guys? I'm doing this video because I'm sick of having products that don't work. I'm sick of spending my hard-earned money on things that are supposed to do something, but they actually don't. Case in point, 4-in-1 ESCs. Now, when the 4-in-1 ESC game came along, it really kind of changed some things for myself and a few other pilots that I fly with, because we wanted to go smaller, we wanted to go lighter, we wanted to do something that was different as far as design is concerned, but having individual ESCs were really limiting that. Not only that, individual ESCs, you had to build a certain way in order to have those on your quad. So when 4-in-1s came out, we were really happy about that. We thought it would be a really great idea to use. Yes, there was always this little cloud hanging over 4-in-1 ESCs, and rightly so, for the fact that if one of the ESCs go out, they all go out. Well, yes, that is true, but in our experiences, individual ESCs will go out, and guess what? If you don't have another one, you still can't fly. So it didn't matter if you, took out one or take out all of them, you're still not flying. And yes, it does become a little bit easier to replace one ESC versus a 4-in-1, but technology has gotten to a point where 4-in-1 ESCs are more and more reliable every day. But with that being said, I'm going to show you some things that honestly really have, it's been bothering me for a while, because I've spent my hard-earned money on these dang things and they don't work worth a flip. Case in point, some of you might even recognize this ESC. I'm not going to call any names just yet. You guys that are out there that are flying 4-in-1 ESCs, you know what this is. You know who makes it. You realize that that it's really crap. They said it's a good ESC online. They sold it as being a really good, reliable ESC. They even sold it as an ESC that can do 6S. It doesn't do 6S. I got another one here. This one right here, I'm not going to call out any names. I'm not going to tell you what the manufacturer is or anything like that. But they said, this is another really good ESC. Oh my God, it works great. But as you can see by the burn marks on there, it doesn't work worth a flip. And it doesn't do 6S like they said it does. I got another one. Somebody thought they'd be really, really smart and just take 4 individual ESCs and make it where you can solder them together, and therefore you could do any combination that you wanted, and it was going to really revolutionize the 4-in-1 game. Well, aesthetically and physically, the way it fits and everything was right on point. But the reality of it is, whether it's 4 individual ESCs or 1 ESC, it's still crap. Doesn't work. Guess what? Said it does 6S, it does not do 6S. Now, I have another one, a couple more. Now, I have purchased probably, I don't know, including these ESCs that I'm about to show you, I've probably purchased 20, maybe even 25 4-in-1 ESCs. I have a lot of quads, so that's part of it. Right now, all of my quads are rocking a 4-in-1 ESC of some kind. I do have another 4-in-1 that I want to show you, but it's actually on the quad. I haven't taken it off yet. I bought 2. One of them is still continuing to work. The other one, on first flight, started acting sporadic. Now, I have a lot of quads. I've built even more quads than what I own. I know what the hell I'm doing. That 4-in-1 ESC, it ain't working. So I'm going to show you what has been working for me and show you the ones that have a couple of ones that have crapped out. So here is the cicada. Now the cicada is my normal go-to as far as 4-in-1s. Since day one, they've been reliable. They've been really right on point. But if you look really close at this one, I have a FET that has failed on me. It's on this side. It's the one that looks like it has like a little oil on it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there at the very top. Okay? It failed on me. That's okay. You know what? You're going to have something, who knows? Something could have gotten in there. It could have just failed because it was a faulty part. I don't know. But it failed. That's one out of probably 15 cicadas that I own. 30 amp cicadas, some that I've gotten from Banggood, and some I've gotten from other places. But the cicada has so far been really good. Here's another cicada that went bad on me. I really don't know why. I am not a engineer of any kind, but when something goes bad and I have it at the bottom of my stack, protected with everything above it, and nothing is underneath it other than a battery strap, it makes you wonder, like, why would this go bad? What would make it go bad? Now, I am flying these quads as hard as I can possibly fly them, crashing and all of that. Nevertheless, crashing isn't what harms my 4-in-1 because it's protected. What harms my 4-in-1 is maybe a foreign product or object has gotten in there. That could do it. Or something. I don't know what. All I know is normal crashing does not damage these cicadas. But as you can see, this one really is fried right in here. And even on this side, I don't know what this was all about. The top of this FET is even like exposed a little bit. But that's two. That's 2 cicadas. Like I said, I have about 15 of them. The other 4-in-1s I have, they're supposed to do 6S. They're supposed to be good. They're crap. Do not buy them. Do not spend your money on them. Now, with that being said, I do have 2 other ones that, like I said, that I have. I'm not going to put them on blast since I don't have them out here to show you. One is still going really, really strong, but that other one, it's wishy-washy. So I'll continue to keep it on there and just make sure that everything that I have hooked up to it is all good. And so I'm not going to talk crap about it yet. But I did buy something that piqued my interest. I saw someone owned one online, and they spoke pretty highly of it. I was on Facebook, and they were really happy about it. Now, some of you probably already know about this. The DYS. Okay? I just got this in today. This is as you can see, the box is the 30 amp version. It's checked right there at the bottom. And I'm also going to, here's the actual product itself. You see that? Look really close at it. If you look really close, it is brand spanking new, has not been installed. It is good to go, ready to be installed on something. I like the design. If you look at it really closely, you can tell it is no bigger than a cicada. Now, I do feel with my fingers, I feel like the edges might be a little bit bigger, but I mean, it's negligible. It's not, I even think that's a millimeter or so wider at all. I think it's probably a 1/2 mil on either side. Nevertheless, I mean, the caps are packed in there really tightly. Everything's really nice and straight and clean. Very low profile. It has a built-in BEC, a 5 and a 12 volt. The 5 volt on the paperwork actually says that it does 3 amp, and the 12 volt does 1 amp, which I'm really happy about because I want to do a couple of things that are going to require that I have a 5 volt that has a lots of amp. And if you look really close, you can see the FETs are pretty nice in there, and the design is laid out pretty well. I like the way I'm going to install is how I'm holding it. The power wire will come out of the back. Signal wires will go in the top. And also in this plug, you have 5 volt, 12 volt, full voltage, and then it only has 4 ports for your signal, which is all you need. So that's that, and it comes with this XT60, which I use Dean, but I have a remedy for that. I'm going to show you where I got it from, and I'll let you look at that. If you look right there at the top, everyone should be able to recognize that. Get FPV. And I'm going to show you the bottom. I'm covering up my name and stuff. I'm going to show you the bottom where it says that this is a DYS F30 amp 4-in-1 ESC BL Heli SD shot compatible, all that good stuff. And you can see I just bought one. So that's that. You also see that the date on here says June 16th. Right there, if you can see that really good. Okay. I'm also going to show you on here the manual. The manual says, if you a lot of stuff, gives you a lot of details about it. One of the main reasons why I purchased this 4-in-1 ESC is because of this right here. You see, does everybody see that? Am I zoomed in close enough? You see that? It says 2S to 6S on the 4-in-1 F30 amp 4-in-1 ESC. They also have F20, but the F20 only does 2 to 4S, but the F30 does 2 to 6S. This is one of the reasons why I purchased this 4-in-1 ESC. I am still on the hunt for a 4-in-1 that will do 6S. And you ask me, well, Cedric, why do you want to do 6S? Isn't 4S enough? Yeah, but I still want to go faster, don't you? The hell is wrong with you? Anyway, if you don't. I'm going to show you the 2 packs that I have. This is a 6S pack, okay? Very clean. I have an adapter on here so I can plug it into that XT60. I also have my favorite Flight Club graphene packs right here, 1500s. Obviously, it has a XT60 on the end. This is a brand new pack, charged up, ready to go. So, I wanted to do a video real quick and show you, before I plugged it in or did anything to this 4-in-1, I want to make sure that all you guys get to see this in action. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my camera. I'm going to face it down at the table. All right. I'm going to slide this over here. I'm actually going to put it on this piece of paper here, okay? Because I don't want anything touching something that it's not supposed to touch, all right? Now I'm going to take my 4S. Now this is 4S. Any of these ESCs should run off of 4S, no freaking problem. So I'm just going to plug it up. This has not been installed in anything. There's no solder on it. There is nothing. I just got it today, just got it out of the mail. So I'm going to plug it up. First, I'm going to make sure that these are wired correctly, because you never know. I mean, I'm sure they're done by human beings, so you never know if they get stuff crossed. Positive to positive, negative to negative on the board. Come out here to the XT60. The positive and negatives are correct on the battery. The positive and negative are correct on here, so on and so forth on the plug. So all of that is correct. So now I'm going to plug it in. Cross your fingers. Okay. As you can see, if you look really closely, the red light is on. All right? So I assume that means that this power for this is fine. Nothing is warm to the touch. It shouldn't be. There's no voltage really running through it. It's just going to it. Okay. So that works. I'll consider that working. I'm going to unplug that. I'm going to slide that one out of the way. And I'm going to get back to the 6S. Now, like I said, I've had problems in the past with 4-in-1 ESCs that say they will do 6S. Now, because I'm not putting a load on this 4-in-1, there shouldn't be a problem at all until I actually install it and put it on a quad and actually draw voltage off of it. But I just wanted to show you guys and anyone else that has a problem with, foreign ones and the ones that say they will do 6S or whatnot. So 6S pack, you can see that, the balance plug. And I have my adapter in there. Plug is correct, adapter is correct. So I'm going to plug this in. Now, here we go. All right, light is on. No smoke so far. If you look really closely, just pour that up to the camera. You see that red light's on the end there? I assume that means everything is all a go. All right. So right now, nothing is hot to the touch on either side. It's all good so far. So at least it will take that voltage in. So maybe they're not lying. Now, when I put a load on it, that may be different. But I wanted to make sure that I did this on a video and show you guys so y'all could just kind of work along with me on this. Now, when I put it on the quad and I start drawing on it, that's when these POSs screwed up on me. They say they will do 4 to 6S. As a matter of fact, with this one, which all of you know what it is, if you look right here at the bottom, it says on it 4 to 6S. Now it also says 25 amp, but it says 4 to 6S also. This one went out before I even hovered. I literally brought the throttle up a little bit, didn't even get off the ground, and then it crapped out. It crapped out. I looked at it and I looked it over, and it was really hard to find what the issue was or what went bad, but it was a FET, and these are really tiny, really flat FETs. And if you look just right there in this cluster of 6, that bottom one right there has gone bad. Now, I know you guys out there are probably saying, well, Seth, just order another one of those and replace it and try it again. That's not really the point. The point is, when I purchase something, you say it works, and I install it on my quad, and everything is put in correctly. I check and I double check everything. When I take off, it's supposed to allow me to take off and fly, whether it's a 4, 5, or 6S. But yet, this POS did not work. This one, even worse. I was really surprised that it had all of this stuff on it. A BEC, a current sensor, all of this stuff. I'm like, man, that is a really small package to be able to not only be a good 4-in-1, but also to be able to do 6S. Wow, right? Crap doesn't do 6S. Burned up as soon as I freaking did it. I'm not going to tell you who it is. And then this one, there is no obvious signs on this one to me. I mean, obviously I'm not an electronic engineer or anything like that. But this is a POS. It is a complete POS. It doesn't even show me physically what has gone bad. It's just bad. One corner just keeps dropping and dipping and things like that. Now, some people will say, well, did you check your motors? Did you do this, that, and the other? You know what? Don't ask me stupid questions, okay? This is not my first rodeo. Of course I've changed motors. And matter of fact, every one of these that you see right here were purchased at different times. So they were actually put on brand new builds at different times. Crap didn't work. So with that being said, that's the end of my video. I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you see this video and you have some input, by all means, put your comments down at the bottom. Tell me what you think. Let me know if you've had the same experiences. If you have something that's really hardcore that you think that you've been flying, that you think is going to be a really good purchase, let me know. I might go after it. Who knows? But as of right now, I just wanted to bring you guys this information because no one is out there and letting you know about this stuff. It's like everyone will purchase, and if they have a problem, they won't say anything. But if everything is going well, they will say something. Well, guess what? You know what? You're not doing anyone any favors if you don't open up your mouth about what issues that you've had. We have to call these manufacturers to the carpet and make them accountable for the crap that they're selling us. I don't make a lot of money. I don't have hundreds and hundreds of dollars to spend on crap that doesn't work. Yes, and if you want to ask, oh, say, did you, contact PayPal? Did you contact them to get your money back and things like that? Of course I have. Some of them I've been successful with. Most of them I haven't. PayPal is sometimes good. Sometimes they're not so good. The point of the matter is we need to talk to the manufacturers. We need to call them to the carpet on keeping product and QC of that product up to high standards. I can't keep purchasing your crap and thinking it's going to be good, going off of what information you give me on it, and it actually doesn't work. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. And you know what? I think I will start a channel that just starts blasting on these companies that are doing this. And you know what? Not only the companies that are manufacturing it, but also the companies that are selling it. Because let me be honest with you, they're the ones who are putting this out here for us to purchase, and we're trying to support these companies, but yet a lot of these companies aren't supporting us. They're not putting back what they're putting out, meaning, hey, I'm going to put this back into my stock because it did not work for you, and I want to put out products that do work for you. There's very few companies that will do that. And you know what? Pyroflip is one of the better ones, and I really appreciate them, and I appreciate their hard work and the people that work for them and the people that use their products, because support someone who's doing the right things. They have bad product, they will take it back. Maybe not all the time, but most of the time they will. And that's to their discretion. And you know what? Respect that company when they decide, hey, you know what? I don't believe that this was an issue that we did or that the product did. Hey, you know what? You got to respect that. That's fine. They have their opinion, you have yours. But the reality of it is, if I have a problem with a product and I know for a fact that it's not my fault, I did exactly what they said to do, and it doesn't work, then therefore, I had nothing to do with your faulty product. Now, I will say that I've only purchased one of each one of these products that I just talked about, and that may not be fair, but these products aren't cheap. Each one of those 4-in-1 ESCs are over $50, and some of them are even $60 and $65. Guess what? I'm not buying two of your crap, because I would just had two products that burned up, and not only that, but it wasted my time. I could have put a cicada in that I know was going to work. Yeah, the cicada doesn't have the 5-volt, and it's not 6S compatible or any of that stuff, but that's not the point. At least I know what I'm getting from it. And guess what? I can get a cicada from a dang Banggood. Okay, so where's the manufacturers? Where's the companies that are selling these things? Why can't you get them to make a better product that's as good as a cicada? Cicada's not that special. It's not that special at all. And you know what? By the way, I do know that there's cicadas out there that have 5-volt outputs on them now, and 12-volt probably also. I also know that Racer Star has put out one here recently that is a 33 amp, 5S compatible, and it has a 12-volt and a 5-volt out. At this point, I bought the DYS. I'm going to try it out, see what happens, and we'll see where it goes from there. But just want to do this quick video, man. It's not so quick. It's like 24 minutes long or whatever. But I really need to put it out there. I needed to get it off my chest. I've been wanting to do this for a while. So take care.